Greetings, fellow test subjects. Test subject 1337 here for Aperture Gaming. They make it, we test it, you play it. Welcome to a better late than never edition of, Aperture Gaming Reviews. Now, we've reviewed Dishonored 1. We've reviewed Dishonored 2. But today, we are reviewing Dishonored Death of the Outsider? Gasp! Now, I've seen some rumors and speculation on the internets that this could be the final game in the Dishonored series. Like, no sequels, no prequels, no in-betweenquels. I'm really hoping that's not the case because seriously, like, this game, there's so much. I mean, they could have gone to, we've only gone to 2 locations. We've been in Dunwall, we've been in Karnaca. I mean, hang on, seriously. So here's the map. Seriously, for the Isles, we have been down here in Dunwall, and then in Karnaca is here down here. Dunwall is in Bristol, and Karnaca is on the island of Serkonos. I mean, we have 2 other islands here, and then we have this big old island right here, this big main land mass. So seriously, there's, yeah. There's so much potential. I mean, yeah, if it is the end of the series, I'm sad to see it go, but thank you for the gameplay and the memories and the powers. And like I said, they could do more, they could do stuff before the main games. They could do like stuff at different locations. They could have, heck, I think I've said in a previous video, like they could actually do like a Thief Dishonored crossover, because I think I actually compared to how they had very similar play styles and elements. Sure, different studios, but okay, skipping ahead. So, Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. Now, with the first game, which led to the second game and this one, the game assumes that you have taken the positive path, the low chaos one, because because the game has you play as Billy Lurk. Now, of course, there's some spoiler stuff. I won't go too far into it, but let's just say. Like I said, the game assumes you've done this on the low chaos mode. You spared all your targets and you didn't rack up too high a body count. Now this game is interesting because Billy Lurk, you remember her from the Knife of Dunwall DLC. So obviously if you spared her from there, there's basically a very confusing timeline to this whole game series, which will at some point be covered. I know I promised this at some point in the past, so either I've done it and forgot, I'll have to check my videos, or I still have yet to go over the timeline for this series, so yeah. Alright, so this game, very similar. You're still in Karnaca, but you're in different locations, and along with it, alright, so different main character, different locations, and you have new powers. Now you don't really accept the mark of the outsider. You are begrudgingly foisted, have it given to you. You don't have the mark, but you have powers. Your powers are very interesting. The first power you have is by yourself. You can listen to rats, so you don't want to be slaying the rats. You don't want to attack the guy, the little rats, because they can say, there's something up ahead, it attacks us, it bites us, it eats us. Basically it's warning you that there are guard dogs ahead, or there's this one room in the back, it has lots of food for us, but there are so many blood flies. Yeah, the rats actually provide information, so spare the little guys. You get some new powers and a different take on a previous power. You get a power which allows you to stop time, have an out-of-body experience, to look around, mark locations, and there's a second power, you had the blink power, but now you can actually set it up and then walk along and then jump to it after the fact, after you set it up, or you can instantly jump to it. It's pretty cool. And also you can work with the out-of-body experience to set up the jump mark point. So I like it how they have the new power, the new take on the new power, and how they're able to hybrid with each other. And then they have a third power, which allows you to, it is quite possible, the best way I can put it is the Dishonored equivalent of identity theft. Seriously, you knock someone out and you're able to steal their face, and you're holding this mask. Something is going on in this game. The realm of the outsider, the void, something is going on because reality itself is starting to shift around all funny. The laws of time and space are just going crazy. You see it with stuff that you have to collect, and you see it with the fracturing effect with your powers. Visually, the game is great, great sound effects, great music, and I'm liking the story. And one of the new factors they have contracts. Like if you visit the unsavory parts, you can like pick up something like this person needs to be thrown off a bridge, or this person needs to have their property blown up. Like, it gives you missions assignments, and if you fill out those parameters, then by the end of the mission, you get rewarded with extra coins. So of course, naturally, there's collectibles, there's a lot of stuff to read, there's hints scattered here and there, and of course, there's the whole security system of, well, there's some and then there's like areas where you can walk around normal as is without anyone batting an eyelash, but you have to be careful because they're looking for Billy Lurk. Now, why is this called the Death of the Outsider? Because Billy Lurk, she finds Dodd, the Knife of Dunwall. Well, like I said, if you spared from the, is assuming if you spared in the games, and after completing the Witches of Brigmore, Dodd has the ultimate thing. He's figured out this whole mess, the death of the Empress, all the cults, all the magic, all these things. It's all because of one man. It's one person's problem. So he figures this man started it all, so he's the one who ended it all. The ultimate target. The outsider. They're going to kill the outsider. Rumor is, the outsider, there was something that made him some kind of two-bladed knife. And if it could make him, then it could potentially destroy him. So this is interesting. The outsider, this all-seeing, all-knowing, all-powerful, omnipotent being, somehow was actually immortal, created of mortality and flesh, and is now has the potential to die of mortality and flesh. Interesting concept. Now, I've avoided spoilers, reading stuff about this game, how it could potentially be the end, and about the outsider. There's a lot of stuff on Game Informer. Avoid going there if you haven't played this yet, so yeah, avoid the spoilers. Now, I like this game. I am a fan of the series. Now there's some stuff where I haven't encountered any real technical issues so far with the game. So far, it's basically just been a level of difficulty and, of course, the whole moral choice system. Now, there's some targets where you have to kill them, so while you want to try to keep your chaos level low, there are some people that have to die, but not everyone has to die. Yet you're playing the role of assassin, so go figure. I enjoyed this game series, I enjoyed this game, and I'm still playing it. I haven't gotten all the way through yet. And here's a cool factor. This game, half price. Seriously, like, you know what the full price for a game is, but this one, the price is in half, so I was like, added bonus! Yeah, so, I highly recommend this game. So we here at Aperture Gaming, we give, hopefully not the last installment, but if it is, we bid a fond farewell and adieu to Death of the Outsider. You know what, I'm going to give it an 8 3/4 out of 10. I actually went back and reviewed, looked at some of my other footage of the Dishonored series. Dishonored, it goes back and forth between 8.5 and 9. It's really good. It's really high up there. I highly recommend the series. It's a great game. Started on the PS3, and you just saw the Metal Box Edition. I got the PS4. I was able to download it, so I have the entire collection. It's a great series. Highly recommended. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. I'm sorry for how long this took, but yeah, so go out there, enjoy Dishonored, and hopefully we'll see more of it. Besides, you know Dishonored's good because, here's what, if you're old enough to watch Yahtzee, his reviews are rated M for mature, definitely. Yahtzee, when Dishonored came out, it was actually number 5 on his top 5 games of the year 2012. And then 4 years pass, Dishonored 2 comes out. It didn't make the top 5 list, but still, this just shows you the game had a great start, great origin, and if Yahtzee likes it, then you know, especially in the top 5, then you know it's a good game. So yeah, until next time, this has been Test Subject 1337 for Aperture Gaming saying thank you for watching. Game on!